Hello everybody, Andrew Casey at Hypersanity Books for Kids. Today's video I'm doing a shout out to Alfred Mueller. He is big on TikTok, does a lot of engagement as an indie author, and I thought I'll tag him in this video. So I'm doing the New York book tag. I saw this one watching Book Chat with Pat, and I thought I'd better give this one a go. I'll be tagging a few other channels at the end. Otherwise, let's get into it. Question 1. Favourite book based in New York? My favourite that I've enjoyed is the Ghostbusters 2 novelisation. It was a good read, and after deleted scenes have come out, comparing the way the story could have been, I found it was interesting. Lewis Tully was the protagonist of the story, though there was something more engaging to his character, where there was some story with Slimer as well. And it could have been a different movie, though when you look at the deleted scenes to when the novelisation is written, you can see this. My least favourite is the Ghostbusters novelisation. After deleted scenes and other interviews and content has been confirmed, it was highly sexualised. And I will say this, the Ghostbusters novelisation is certainly not for children. It's definitely not family friendly, and I wouldn't be reviewing it on this channel. However, Ghostbusters 2, it was a good read, and it took a different premise where the story could have been. And I think it's a little bit of a shame because, I don't know, I enjoyed what they did with it, but I understood the premise would have ended up being Ghostbusters 2 or the real Ghostbusters movie. You decide. Question 2. New York is known for its skyscrapers. What's the highest skyscraper you've been in? Is it too late to say that I'm afraid of heights? So the highest point on a building I've been at is 20 floors on the penthouse, but that's inside an enclosure. A hotel I have stayed at, it has a view side without a balcony, so I always made sure I had that side of the hotel every time I stayed there. So no, I am afraid of heights. Question 3. New York, New York. They named it twice. What is a book that you have read twice? Well, one book series I have read 3 times now is Guardians of Magic series by Melissa Nash. I'm going to review it on this channel. I have reviewed some of her books on the other channel. I enjoyed The Escape. For an audience, for any age, I would say give Guardians of Magic a go. Her series is engaging, the characters are good, but it's not too heavy on violence or anything else. It's actually a good flow of story. She also does a lot of artwork and independent work, so if you are looking for someone to do maps in your book, make contact. Question 4. American Psycho is big in New York. What's the most disturbing book that you've read? Well, one of the most disturbing books, and the reason it was disturbing is my childhood trauma, is Stephen King's It, the original movie. I'm obviously not going to show certain images or footage within this review. With this part of my life, even in my early 30s, I would be a wreck just seeing what the clown looks like. And it took a lot of work to overcome this fear. So within the book, yes, it was frightening. Over more time, and in the last couple of years, I have watched the movie from beginning to end, and it's actually one of my favourite movies now, even though it was something that would have me as a nervous wreck. Same as someone else who has faced, like as the Batman story says, when he was overrun with all the bats, you have a fear or a phobia. So there are different fears and challenges you can overcome. Question 5. Where were you at when 9/11 happened? I live in Australia, and at the time I was 16 years old in a class at school. And this was the first time I've heard of this type of incident. I never heard of the word terrorist till I was 16. It was also September 11 is my stepfather's birthday. So after this event, I never forgot his birthday. After some more things have unfolded, other students were talking about it in an inappropriate way in one of my classes, and the teacher explained that she lost her husband in the incident. So sometimes there are different things that we don't know how it impacts. So at that time, there was a lot of personal growth and development because I felt like I was too sheltered from the real world. Question 6. Favorite movie set in New York? I know this is an interesting one, but Enchanted.
Well, I'm afraid nobody's been very nice to me.
Yeah, well, welcome to New York.
Thank you.
I love this movie. I found Giselle is an interesting character, especially when you look at the born sexy yesterday trope where she's not intelligent. There is also a good comparison. The storytelling is fantastic. Also, from if you're writing a book from first person unreliable perspective, you can learn different references from this type of character. Same with Forrest Gump. Unreliable first person perspective is interesting because of the mental health. However, the character does develop after she has an argument with this other character.
You know, if it did work out and you decided to stay in New York, I'd like to help. I deal with this every day. If a relationship has issues at the beginning, it doesn't get any better.
No?
No.
Is that the only word that you know? No?
No.
Every word out of your mouth is no. It makes me so angry. I'm wonderful. It is a fiddle.
So with a deuteragonist who is cynical on everything and a divorce lawyer, and she's so head over heels in love from a first incident, the story starts to develop. And I also feel with some parts of my life with my spouse, when I listen to the song within the film where they're changing dance partners, I cry every single time. This is one of my all-time favourite movies, and it's one that I do watch frequently. And sometimes I watch the movie just to get down to earth and feel more of an appreciation for the finer things in life. And one of the biggest things is to appreciate my spouse. Question 7. Have you been to New York? No, I have not been to New York. I haven't been overseas. I have visited islands from boat near Australia. That doesn't count. I was going to go to the London Book Fair when my book was released for Dark Sparrow. I was supposed to go to London. That didn't work out. I do have plans to one day go to US. I would like to go to New York. Also, I'd like to go to California because the actor who plays Atreyu in The Neverending Story is a tattoo artist. I don't have any tattoos, but I would totally get him to do the orange symbol on the back of my neck. And I know that just sounds a little bit strange to say, but hey, if he's the one to do the tattoo, I would do it. Speaking of Atreyu, the actor Noah Hathaway, it is the most common thing that he does as a tattoo artist, more than anything else, is the orange symbol. Question 8. Favourite painting in New York? I'd have to go with the Persistence Memory. There is just something about the clocks and how they're designed in the painting. I would like to see it in person. So yeah, that should be on my bucket list. That's it for today. Hit like, subscribe, comment. I'm doing a shout out to Book Chat with Pat, just showing a little bit of footage from this video.
Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here.
When I watch her videos, I feel like she's authentic. There's just something about her that is comfortable, relatable, and her channel is engaging. She has a lot of experience, and I wish I could pick her brain a lot more, especially with some other book projects I'd like to work on. I'm also doing another shout out to Alfred Mueller. I know him from TikTok. He has written urban fantasy, love his work, and there's just something else where he's also engaging, mostly on TikTok but building on YouTube, and I think doing a book tag is a good way to build up his channel. I never used to like book tags, that's why the other channel is not involving book tags, but I'm doing them here. I'm also going to do some shout outs today, so they will leave a link to Book Chat with Pat for her channel and Alfred Mueller's channel at the end of this video, and I will be leaving other links to other channels in other videos coming forward. But for now, I'm going to tag The Mild Rumpus. I don't know if he has done this book tag, but he lives in Brooklyn, so I presume he should do the New York book tag. David's Book Reviews, Faceless Book Reviews, love his channel. I engage with it a lot more frequently, so that's one to definitely check out. There is something about him hiking that just feels good with his channel. Rachel Hillard, art at Bookshelf Odyssey, and another one I do enjoy, Little Big Library. He asked a question about engaging for young authors and young readers, so I will be posting more videos on this channel, obviously, for kids. So if you do have other questions or you want to email me, feel free. Andrew Casey at hypersanitybooks.com. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.